Hey guys, Fatiguu here, and this is part 3 of my 4-part video series on the new Gnome starting zone. If you haven't watched part 2, you might want to do that, and if you haven't watched part 1 or 2, you definitely want to do that or you'll be pretty lost in this video. Where we left off, we had just done our first kill quest on neutral mobs that weren't hostile yet, and we just turned them in. Now we're about to talk to our priest trainer and get into our first actual action gameplay where players are faced with hostile mobs. Alright, so we are now onto our priest trainer to learn our first spell, Flash Heal. And now, I know with normal priests, there was always a quest, and with any class, I don't know if any class, but mainly priests, there's always a quest to use your first healing spell on a wounded guy, or a wounded NPC, to just demonstrate how to use it. But here, the quest is to, first off, the first step of this quest is to learn the spell, and the second step of the quest is to use it 5 times on a wounded infantry, which is pretty cool. It shows people what the spell does, how much healing it does, but also at level 3 from your trainer you get rewarded with an uncommon staff. Now, usually most people would react to this off, LOL, Blizzard giving people awesome gear without any work. What else is new? Well, I think in fact this is good. Now the reasons that I think it's good is because getting a piece of uncommon gear for a new player is kind of like, alright, this rewards me +1 intellect. What does intellect do? It would send them to their character pane. Take a look at what the intellect stat does. I have a piece of green text instead of white text. What does that green text mean? It would give them a lot of questions, but not only more questions, incentive to push forward through the zone with this new spell and this new weapon that awards them with bonuses to a stat. Now obviously there's some social engineering behind that, which I might be going too deep into it, but basically that's what I would think if I was a new player. I'd be like, oh, awesome, intellect. What does intellect do? Well, why is this green? Let me go look up what green text means. It'll get them more engrossed in the game. And that's what I think is done really well by Blizzard, and is a way to avoid thinking, more gear for less work. Here we go again, Blizzard. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're actually going to go talk to an allied dwarf who acts as a quest hub. Now, if you recall, we're going to Frostmane Hold, but the normal trolls that were originally there were taken over by trogs. There are dead troll corpses everywhere throughout Frostmane Hold. And in the dwarf starting area, there is an invasion of trogs. So the trogs are obviously pissed off because of the Cataclysm. So they're basically just killing everyone in Dunmero. Now this bastard, we're going and freeing these gnomes. We're going and killing all these trogs. He's just sitting up there. He's not helping at all. Oh, I just got knocked back. Thanks, asshole. But the knockback is very interesting because, well, first off, that was the first red mob I faced. And now all of a sudden there's mobs knocking me back. Before this quest, mobs weren't attacking me before I attacked them. So now it's like, alright. Now it's throwing you into these quests where hostile mobs, you have to watch out, but they have special abilities of their own. They're not just smacking you, they can knock you back. You have to be aware of what's going on and your surroundings. And again, that stupid dwarf not helping us. What an asshole. Like, if I'm dying and I die, is he just going to stand there and be like, stupid gnome, I don't need to help you? Like, oh, thanks, dirtbag. So you have to go and you have to use a super awesome gnome falcon punch to open up these cages. That is really awesome. Anyway, the gnome casting animation looks like a falcon punch of its own, which is pretty awesome. So here we're going to hit level 4. Now the starting area is designed to bring you up to, I think, level 5 exactly, but since I cheated a little bit and grinded up to level 2, I have a little bit extra in the level 5 zone, which is okay. Always recommend doing a little bit of an extra grind in the beginning to give yourself a little bit of a bonus. Doesn't hurt and doesn't take that much time. Now these guys have explosive kegs on their back, and our job is to go in there and pretty much stop the Trogs from pushing forward and basically blow a wall down in their cave to keep them from expanding, coming closer. But that's the next quest. Not this one. This one we just gotta free a bunch of gnomes and kill a bunch of Trogs. Getting ahead of myself here. Okay, wow. I don't know where my mind went during that. Anyway, here we have to get the keg powder to blow the wall. And it makes a big rock slide animation. It's really cool, and it's a pretty cool quest. I can't get over how awesome that cape looks. Like, they're not stupid looking. Like, I might need to find another cape. Because if they took out those stupid looking capes, oh my god. You have no idea how happy that would make me. Like, really. I hated those things so much. Just stupid looking. Alright, so we're killing some more Trogs with no help from that dwarf. Awesome. I think it's good that they send you to a dwarf quest hub because it shows the alliance between the dwarf and gnomes and friendliness, and it introduces a new player to that, which is also really good. Now we're going to go back, turn this in. Oh, but wait. I'm going to get attacked by a Trog. 2 feet from the dwarf. What's he going to do? Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Alright, so we're turning the blast barrels, turning them in, and what do we got to do now? Now we have to venture inside the cave. Now, who remembers those like 3 caves and like the dwarf and gnome starting area you had to go into? It was like, oh, I gotta go down to the bottom of this, I gotta explore it. Oh god, wasn't that annoying as hell? Well, yeah. You don't have to do this anymore. You don't have to go to different camps to collect the guy's tools, and I really like it. I really like it. So I'm going in here with this mage now, and I just let her take the grunt. Some sleeping Trogs, sleeping on the job, and some more dead troll corpses scattered everywhere. But this is the one cave quest of the first 5 levels. I can't tell you much about the next 5 levels in the next stage, but I know this is the only cave exploration of the starting area. And it's not even a cave, quote, exploration. You're just going in, killing the main boss dude, and blowing up some dynamite, which is always fun. Now I'm killing this guy while his friend sleeps right next to him, and looting his dead body right near his friend. He is going to wake up to a nice carcass staring him in the face. That is always a nice thing to wake up to. Now we're getting down to the big fella. Now, the main mob here that we have to kill is actually huge. I'm like, oh, alright. And he actually enrages a little bit, which, again, is some more introduction to fight mechanics. The boss man is bigger, you know? Again, just really awesome work. I sound like a broken record now, everything I say. Really awesome work. You know what that introduces players to? More mechanics. More mechanics. But that is really what starting zones are about. So now, the fun part. I'm gonna blow up some dynamite. And kaboom! So I was like, alright. That was it. Aha! What now, Trogs? We blocked them off. Now I'm waiting for something else to happen. I hear a sound. I turn back around, and it's just the tunnel resetting itself. So, yep, that was a waste of a couple of sentences, yes, but a couple of seconds. That's what it was a real waste of. So all we have to do is run back out of this cave. We don't have to worry about exploration quest objectives or anything. And these Trogs are just on the right spawn timer to not have all respawn back to ransack you as you try to just get out of this cave to turn in your quest, which is really good. There's only one guy, that you have to worry about killing instead of going back through the whole thing. Everyone remembers having to do that and killing all those guys over and over and over again. So, we're getting towards the end of this video here. When we go to turn in this quest, a little bit of a prequel in the next video. We're going back to High Tinker, whatever his name is, for the ending quest. Thanks for watching, guys. Until part 4.